What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and you're watching our Big Ten football channel. ESPN recently updated their FPI rankings for the 2020 college football season, and Northwestern was one of the surprise teams. ESPN's FPI pretty high on the Wildcats, a team that was awful last year. So I don't know exactly why they are expecting them to make the big turnaround. I expect this team to be better this year, but I don't know if they're a top 25 team. The FBI does have them as a top 25 team at number 25. They barely make it in there. Their FBI is 11. That means on a neutral field against an average opponent, they would win by 11 points. Yes, Northwestern, the number 3 team in the West, not far behind Iowa and ahead of Minnesota, ahead of Purdue, ahead of Nebraska, ahead of Illinois. They finished behind all those teams last year, I believe, in the standings. I know they were near the bottom. So, yeah, they're expecting a pretty big turnaround. What's the record projection for Northwestern? They're projected to go about 7.7 and 4.4. So, around 8-4 for the Wildcats, which would be, again, a big turnaround from where they were last year. Even 7-5 would be a big turnaround. I think if you're Northwestern, honestly, the goal this year is just to make a bowl game. But, yeah, 7 or 8 wins would be great. And we'll see if the FBI is on to something, if Northwestern can get this thing turned around. We're not going to get too much into the specifics of the team and all that, but we will do that at a later time. The win-out percentage for Northwestern is 0, so no chance that Northwestern goes undefeated. That would include the conference championship, though. I wish they would give us these percentages in just the regular season, because I'd like to know what the odds are, according to the FBI, that Northwestern would go 12-0 and then lose in the Big Ten championship. But they're no chance of winning the Big Ten going undefeated. But they do have a really good chance of going to a bowl game, though. 94.4% chance that Northwestern wins at least 6 games. Remember, this is a team that did not make a bowl game last year. And yet they are very, very confident that Northwestern will make a bowl game this year. 94.4%. That is a big number. Let's move on now to winning the division. They give them a 4.7% chance to win the division. If the FBI was not so high on Wisconsin, that number would probably be even higher. But we all know, if you've watched these videos, Wisconsin is a number 4 team in the country, according to the FBI. And their percentage of winning the division was 85.9%. So that didn't leave much room. So 4.7, given that number for Wisconsin, is actually really high. They have a 0.6% chance of winning the conference. So there is a chance that they could win the Big Ten. Very, very small chance. But there's no chance that they win the Big Ten after a 12-0 season. So their slight chance of winning the Big Ten championship would come with at least 1 loss during the regular season. All right, so that's the Big Ten Conference. How about the college football playoff? Does Northwestern have a shot? Well, it's tiny, but they do have a chance, according to the FBI, a 0.1% chance that Northwestern makes the college football playoff. How about getting to the national championship? Well, they don't give them any chance of that, 0%, which obviously would mean a 0% chance of winning the national championship. Let's go to the schedule and see the game-by-game projections, and here it is. You see Week 1 against Michigan State, 73.8%. Big favorites on the road. That's a surprise that the number is that high. Favored over Tulane. Central Michigan, pretty high. Only a 13.6% chance against Penn State. But look at Nebraska, 71% chance there, 88% chance against Maryland. They are underdogs against Iowa, just 39.5%. Purdue is 61.8%. Wisconsin, 17%. Morgan State, 99%. Minnesota, 42.8%. Illinois, 79.5%. So they're ahead of Minnesota in the FBI rankings, even though they're underdogs in the game, probably because it's on the road. So there are a lot of factors that go into this, but again, Northwestern comes out really high. I disagree with some of these percentages. I think Michigan State should be lower. I think Nebraska should be lower. Maryland maybe a little lower. Purdue maybe a little lower. But Illinois there at the end, I think, should definitely be lower. But I could see Northwestern winning some of these games, and they could really turn it around this year. The FBI might be onto something, might have them overrated just a little bit, but I do, think that it's possible with the schedule that Northwestern could improve on that record and maybe get to a bowl game. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports YouTube channel.